Back, guys. We got another request from Ed today, who is supporting the channel again. He's getting you guys the good stuff from Paul McCartney today.
Yes.
And he's going to be with the Wings. This is from 1970, I believe, his first album post the Beatles.
Post Beatles breakup.
Yes.
Okay.
1970. And so this song, Maybe I'm Amazed, Ed was telling us, is written about Linda McCartney,
Which is his wife.
Was his wife at the time. She passed away from breast cancer in 1998. And so she was a part of the band. So I think she's going to be on the keys in this one, if I'm not mistaken. And he really appreciated, I think, getting the help from her, with the breakup, because obviously he had been with the Beatles, huge success.
Oh yeah, huge part of his life.
I don't think it was a very smooth breakup either. I think it was something like John Lennon said he didn't want to be part of the Beatles anymore, wanted to go with Yoko Ono, and they wanted to do their own thing. And obviously, didn't probably end the way everybody wanted it to. So anyways, this song, Maybe I'm Amazed, is, I think, like I said, that post that era. And Paul McCartney is a legend. I mean, I know a little bit about the Beatles. I know a little bit about Paul McCartney. One song that I really do like from him that my dad used to play often was Band on the Run, which is a banger.
That's just by Paul McCartney?
Yeah, with his band. I think it's with the Wings, but I'm not sure. You guys can let us know. But maybe we'll do that one just for you.
Yeah, I've never heard it.
You guys can let us know. I really like that song. But anyways, Paul McCartney, legend in his own right. He's got 18 Grammy Awards.
That's crazy.
Which is wild. He's been knighted. He's a part of the British Order.
Yeah, like what? Wasn't he still even touring not that long ago?
Yeah, I think he was still touring recently, and he's not a young guy at this point. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice. One with the Beatles.
Not once, but twice.
One is a solo career. So he's got a lot of accolades, and rightly so. Great songwriter, from what I've heard and obviously what I've listened to with the Beatles and all that kind of stuff. And, great vocalist, plays a bunch of different instruments. A great,
very talented dude.
Yeah, and not just I think he's got a lot of hits, like #1 hits that are not even like his own, but he wrote for other people. So he wrote it with somebody else, another artist, and it went to the top charts. So,
okay, cool.
So he's great, like I said, a great songwriter.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Anyways, Ed, we appreciate the support. If this is your first time on the channel, checking us out in Paul McCartney, and you enjoy it, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you don't miss anything going forward. All right, you ready for some Paul McCartney?
I am. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Change around here. Danny's going to play a bit of bass. We're going to do a piano tune. It goes back a few albums, but I'm sure you know it.
You look so young.
Maybe I'm amazed at the way you love me all the time. Maybe I'm afraid of the way I love you. Maybe I'm amazed at the way you pulled me out of time. You hung me on a line.
So what are your thoughts?
My thoughts. I gotta
Yeah.
give you my thoughts first.
Yeah, I'm putting you on the spot today.
I love it. You know, just that one part there where, you know, the way he's talking about singing the song, like, you know, she's right there.
Yeah.
And
That's her, the blonde one, right?
yeah. And so that's so cool, right? And just that the fact that he's made this song all about her and
Yeah.
she's singing it with him is obviously amazing. And all the, you know, lyrics that he's put together and saying, you know, how important basically she is. And, you know, I think, you know, like we talked about in the beginning, you can feel, I think, the passion in his performance and the way he's singing this. I don't even know if I've ever heard Paul McCartney sing like this before, like getting into some of the grittiness and the raspiness with his vocal, and having a lot of fun with it. It seems like, you know, really playing off the keys well. Obviously, you've got the, you know, guitars coming in, and I think that's just highlighting his songwriting capabilities, right? Of, you know, it's very intricate, but it's so melodic at the same time.
Yeah.
And, you know, it sounds good. Like, you
Sounds
know what
really
I mean?
good.
It's like, you know, the way he puts it all together, composes it, it just sounds the way a song should sound. And I know that sounds generalized as it can, but you know, it's just, I feel like it's magic the way he just kind of puts things together.
Yeah, and I don't have much to compare it to because I have never really listened or heard much of the Beatles stuff. And like, you know, I kind of tripped out in the beginning. I don't know if you guys heard me, but I didn't even like know like who on stage was him at first because I don't really know what he looks like, right? So I kind of tripped out when there was like that younger guy, and I was like, oh, he looks so young because I thought that was him, but it's not. And then they showed
Doing
him
the
singing.
intro, you mean?
Yeah.
True.
And then they showed him on the piano. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Like that guy's more in the age range that I would have anticipated him to be in this, right? But at first I was like, why does he look so young? But that wasn't him. So, but like you said, for what I'm listening to, because I don't have much to compare it to, he sounds awesome. Like I really like his vocal. Like you said, it's very gritty, like it gets into different ranges, and then you can tell there's a lot of like passion and emotion in it, but it's still very ear pleasing and melodic, like you said. And I think that like I really like the guitar as well in it, and the piano, but all of it.
You like it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Like I said, I think for me, the thing I enjoy most is the theme of the song and the fact that he's singing it about his wife and she's right there singing it with him.
Yeah, it's super cute.
It's very, very cool.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I've ever seen that before. So,
yeah.
All right, you ready to keep it going?
Yes, let's do it.
Cheers.
Such a great singer, man.
Yeah, he's so talented.
And it's interesting how he says, some of the words to make it just sound right. It's like he wasn't using the full emphasis of amazed.
Yeah.
He's like, but he's focusing on the vocal component of the
Yeah.
emotion
The
and
delivery.
yeah, and like the passion of highlighting that aspect. But it was cool, like I said, because he kept kind of going back to that. Maybe I'm amazed, and all the scenarios that he keeps getting amazed by her.
Yeah.
Right. And so I thought that was really cool. And to me, like I said, for what I've heard from Paul McCartney, which is, enough to be familiar with him, that was a super impressive vocal performance. I mean, I know he's a great singer. I knew he was a great songwriter. But overall, I think it was just great performance and composition. So
yeah, and it was almost weird. Like I almost forgot we were watching it live because it sounded so good.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
Just crazy.
Yeah, you would not have thought for a second, and I guess that's why they ended up putting, I think, the live version on the album, and they just took that. I don't think he released this. I think I was reading he didn't release this as like a studio single. I think he released the live version.
Oh, cool.
And that was probably again, because if you record it in the studio, you might be recording it separately, right? But he's recording the live version with her right there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he's singing it to her,
yeah,
but she's singing with him.
Yeah.
Right? So I really enjoyed it. Great suggestion.
Yeah, that was really cool.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, like I said, and make sure you come back for our next one. That's all you got to do.
Well, thank you for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.